The New Balance Hierro V9 and the ASICS Trabuco 13 are popular hiking and trail running shoes, but they have some distinct differences between them that I'm going to break down for you in simplified terms so you know which one is the best to buy. When we look at the midsoles first, we've got Fresh Foam X cushioning in the New Balance, which is a signature cushioning. It's very soft, very plush, so when you initiate contact to the ground, you really sink into it. It's very comfortable underfoot. There's 42 mils of it in the rear foot and 38 in the forefoot, giving you a 4 mil drop. In contrast to that, in the ASICS Trabuco 13, we've got the FF Blast cushioning, which is a lot more responsive, a lot more springy, and firmer underfoot. It has less cushioning, with 34 mils in the rear foot, 26 in the forefoot, giving you an 8 mil drop. So that's twice the drop that we see in the Hierro V9. Now that plays a role whether you're standing or whether you're walking. So a higher drop helps to offload your Achilles, while it also places more pressure on the forefoot. Something to keep in mind in terms of if you've got any condition or sensitivity, which we'll touch on later in more detail. Then in the forefoot of the ASICS, we've got a rock plate to give more stability and some protection on the foot, which makes it a really stiff shoe and adds an extra little bit of a spring to the shoe. We don't have a rock plate, but because of the amount of cushion in the New Balance, it's extremely firm underfoot as well. So that's really rigid, does a really good job of protecting the forefoot and the big toe joint if you've got any issues with hallux rigidius or metatarsalgia. Then underneath the shoe, we've got 4mm lugs in the New Balance, and we've got Vibram MegaGrip, which gives you exceptional traction on wet rock, wet conditions, whereas we've got a 3mm lugs on the ASICS Trabuco 13 with the ASICS Grip undersole, which also gives you really good grip, but just not as good as the signature Vibram MegaGrip. So it's better on light to moderate terrain, whereas you get a bit more grip underfoot in the New Balance. However, it's worth keeping in mind that the amount of cushioning underfoot in the New Balance makes it a little bit more unstable. They try to counteract that by giving you a really wide platform underneath your foot, but that doesn't make up for the fact that the toe box narrows quite a bit relative to the width of the shoe. So if you're someone who needs a wider shoe, then you might look towards the wide option in this. You've got a relatively more spacious toe box in the ASICS, and it comes in a wide version as well. There's gusseted tongues on both shoes to help keep out any dirt or debris. You've got plenty of padding around the heel counter. Now when it comes to activities, they're both excellent shoes for using as hiking shoes. What you're going to get is a bit more ground contact feel and stability underfoot in the Trabuco 13. If you're looking for all day comfort for those longer hikes, those longer walks, then you're looking more towards the New Balance. When it comes to running, they're on a completely different page to each other. So the ASICS Trabuco 13 is more for those faster, more responsive, shorter workouts or races, whereas the New Balance Hierro V9 is more focused on those longer distance ultras, on those marathon distance trail runs, as it gives you that cushioning and protection underfoot, but it's not as bouncy, not as springy or responsive, or as nimble as what we get in the ASICS Trabuco 13. And keeping that in mind, we've also got a much lighter shoe, as you'd expect in the Trabuco, so it comes in at 283 grams versus 297 grams in the Hierro V9. But if you have any questions on either shoe, just let me know in the comment section below. I've got links to them in the description if you want to check out the latest price on Amazon. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching.